YouTube! What's good, guys? It's your boy T, and I'm back again with another video from Fantasy Good Sports, guys. And today's video is going to be on winners and losers with your wide receivers from Week 7, guys. So with no further ado, guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting-edge content, guys. And also, guys, go follow me on OnlyFans, where I got you for any... You need a consultation, you need your lineup rated, you need to you want to know what some trade targets are, anything you need, guys. You need me to make a personal video for you about whatever topic for us fantasy or whatever it may be, guys. I got you. Nothing weird going over there, just a different platform. So if you want to show support to the channel and you like what I do, go over to OnlyFans, guys. Okay, with no further ado, let's start. And I'm going to start with the losers again, like I did the running back videos, guys. And the first loser for my running back, wide receivers, guys, sorry, this is messing up, is Courtland Sutton. Guys, and listen, Courtland Sutton, I thought he would be better this week with Rippon, because I thought Rippon would get the ball out for to be on the same timing. Like, he's not a improvised quarterback, right? He's a guy that the timing needs to be there. And I think that's going to be better for Courtland Sutton, Judy, and Doltridge, right? And the run game. So, guys, with that, Courtland Sutton didn't do that well. And I didn't draft I have no Courtland Sutton on none of my teams. No Jerry Judy, because I thought Rush would struggle a little bit, and it did happen. So I'm not going to sit here and take this victory lap. This is not what this is about. But I will say that if you got Courtland Sutton, you're going to have to figure out something else. If you want to put him out there at flex play, you wait till you see a good game, that might be okay. But, guys, at this point in time, the people are who they are. So we got to start making our stars and sits decisions, and they got to be snappy. You can't sit around, but what about it's Courtland? No. Like, even with DJ Moore, I'd rather play DJ Moore because of the change on that team than before I played Courtland Sutton. I said what I said. I like DJ Moore than I like Courtland Sutton, guys. So, guys, let's move forward. The next guy that you should that was a loser this week, guys, is Robert Woods from the Tennessee Titans. And, guys, he's just older. He's a good, strong, mentally strong receiver that will block and make plays for other people. But him separating he's not at his best anymore. And so I think Robert Woods, you need to move forward, do what you need to drop him or something. I just don't think he's ever going to be consistent wide receiver enough to give you some good fantasy weeks. So I said what I said. So move on forward from him. This team they want to pass the ball, but it's not going to be Robert Woods. It's going to be more like Kyle Phillips and Treylon Burks when they come back. All right, next, guys, is Alec Pierce. He was a loser for this week. But again, that don't mean I'm not dropping Alec Pierce, though. Right? I want to see what Sam Ehlinger going to do. So maybe we want to hold off on starting him next week or this coming up week 8, and see what Sam Ehlinger does with him, because Matt Ryan, it might be an injury. It might just be they want to bench him for whatever reason. So Alec Pierce still is a good wide receiver. You still hold on to him. Don't drop him. But just lower your expectations and see what's going on with this offense. See if they can get back on what they did the last couple of weeks. All right, guys, just moving on. The next loser for this week was Rashad Bateman. And the only reason why he was a loser is because he came off injured. Like, I think he had a groin or hamstring. He was out for a couple of weeks. So I knew not to play him right away because he needed to get more acclimated with Lamar, especially with the deep ball timing. I think next week you want to play Rashad Bateman. So he might have been a loser this week for week 7, but week 8, I think he's going to be a winner. So you start him next week. I like the way this offense looks. It looked like they need Bateman. So they just need him to see if he's going to be healthy. And he did. He stayed healthy. And I think they're going to be using a lot more going forward. All right, next, guys, was Deebo Samuel. I think Deebo is going to be fine. I think with Deebo, with his capital, I think you just got to roll him out there. I don't think you can. If you want to sell low, or sell high on him, or whatever you want to call it, because I still think Deebo has a lot of name value. You can, but me, I'm just holding on to it because I don't see all the wide receivers that I want. Deebo is people don't want to trade me for him, so I'm gonna hold on to Deebo and just squeeze what I can get out of him right now. That's just me. Like I said, I don't think he's above reproach. Well, you can't trade him. You can trade him. I'm just not trading him because I have I think I got Deebo in like 2 or 3 leagues. All right, moving on, guys. Next is Brandon Cooks, and he might be a set. I thought that Davis Mills would do a little bit more better and then target Brandon Cooks a little bit more, but maybe Brandon Cooks is not as quick and fast as he was last year. Maybe he's losing a little bit. He's getting older, right? So I think Brandon Cooks is not no more just roll him out there and let him start, right? I think he showed you what he is. It's around 10 to 12 points. I think he's winning below 15 points maybe one time. So to me, if you got something else better, I would roll out them over Brandon Cooks. Moving on, guys, next is Hunter Renfrow from the Las Vegas Raiders. I think Hunter Renfrow was a loser because they not targeted him like he needs. He's not a 3 or 4 catch guy. He's not a deep ball guy. He's the guy that needs value. Devontae Adams is soaking up all the value. So Hunter Renfrow probably is not going to be able to be startable. Let's say they got an injury with Matt Collins or somebody. Even with Darren Waller being out, they won't hyper-target Hunter Renfrow. So I don't know why they signed him to a deal. I didn't know. They probably didn't know they was going to be able to get Devontae Adams, and they don't got the right pieces around Hunter Renfrow to support him, to let him do what he does best, which is short routes. So Hunter Renfrow, you might have to move on for him. I'm not dropping him. I would hold him on to my team if I could, but he's definitely, you just can't roll him out there. Next is CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb has high draft capital, first round, second round pick. But I told people all year, CeeDee Lamb, he's good, but he just doesn't separate the way Dak needs a receiver to separate. It has nothing to do with CeeDee talent, because CeeDee is a great yak guy, but he don't separate. And Dak likes separation receivers. He like guys like Amari Cooper that can get this quick and get open fast. Cole Beasley. He's not really high on guys that you have to run down the field and throw a jump ball for. He couldn't do it with Dez Bryant. So you might have to, I would try to sell on CeeDee and get something. I think you can still get something nice for CeeDee. Mid-tier wide receivers just get ready to bust out or something, right? I'm not even going to say a Juju, but something on that type of level. The guys just get ready to boom and you could go get them. Maybe had a couple duds early. All right, two more guys that are losers for this week, for week 7. Next is Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett's not a loser. He's just a loser for week 7. It's because he had a hamstring. Give him a little bit of time for the hamstring, and they're going to need him next week because the DK might not play. The DK is okay. He didn't do nothing severe to that knee, so he's probably okay. But Tyler Lockett coming off a hamstring injury, I think he could be better in week 8, and they need him. So Tyler Lockett going forward will be fine, guys. I just wanted to mention that. That's why I got him on this list. He might have had a dud. Excuse me. He might have had a dud this week, but that's not going to be every week. And last guy, guys, is Deontay Johnson. And I think Deontay, I don't know, they might have made a mistake by signing Deontay. I think George Pickens, this is his team. As the wide receivers, George Pickens, Najee, and Pat Freiermuth. I don't know. Maybe they're going to have to decide to do something with Claypool or Deontay. Maybe it's Claypool. That makes sense. So Deontay, with him scoring like right at 10 points, I think, he's not a guy that I think that you're going to be able to roll out there every week. I think he'll be fine. I think his volume will pick up. But do I think he has touchdown upside? No. It's either going to go to Najee, George Pickens, or Claypool. So that's what I would tell you if you want that, if you got Deontay. I think if you want to hold on to him in Dynasty for next year, I think he'll be fine. Do I think he'd have some good games maybe for you in the fantasy football playoffs? Maybe. I think Kenny Pickett's getting better. But like I said, I wouldn't rely on it. All right, guys, let's get to my winners now. Let's get to the winners. So my first winner, as everybody probably knows, is Jamar Chase. He's back. Hopefully you got him. If you don't, I'm going to pray for you. Because that guy go for 40 points, you're probably going to lose. And if they got Joe Burrow, go ahead and bring out the fat lady. Let them sing. Because you're probably not going to beat her. I got beat in the fantasy championship last year. This is going to be my first fantasy football championship. Couldn't wait to tell y'all. And Joe Burrow went for 50. And Chase went for 60. I had a good time. All my guys scored over about 25, 30 points. I had a killer. It was 2 high-scoring teams in the whole league for the whole year last year. But I couldn't compete against Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. So Jamar Chase is that type of player. Tyler Boyd, that goes to, this is my next guy, that goes to Joe Burrow. He's nasty. Joe Burrow is nasty, guys. He got 2. I mean, he could have had 3 wide receivers in the top 24. T. Higgins almost had a touchdown. T. Higgins ended up with like 9 and 10 points. He could have had like 16, 17 points. He could have had 3 guys in the top 24. Wow. So Joe Burrow is willing to, if you can buy low on Joe Burrow, you do it. Tyler Boyd, I'm not saying he's a starter every week, but you know if anything's going on with T. Higgins, you can roll out Tyler Boyd. And if you need Tyler Boyd, even with T. Higgins healthy, you can put him in a flex. So this team is elite offensive. Joe Mixon is going to get falling touchdowns. I'm not high on Joe Mixon, but I'm not going to hate and act like he can't get falling touchdowns. With Joe Burrow pushing the ball between the 20s like that, falling touchdowns will be nothing. All right, guys, moving on to my third wide receiver that's a winner was Mecole Hardman. And guys, I'm not chasing these points. Mecole Hardman is Mecole Hardman, but he only had like 3 or 4 catches or targets. So I would say don't chase that. Like, if you see him out on the waiver wires, you pick him up. Don't spend on bench or fad for that, chasing that. Because this team is volatile. The only thing you can count on this team is Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce. That's the only thing you can count on. Anybody else is very volatile. Next, guys, is Juju. Now, listen, Juju, I thought Juju would be decent. I thought he would be a PPR guy. And it looks like it's coming around now. but I still don't want to trust it like that. I still need to see a little bit. Now, I'm not saying bench him. You start him if you have him. But is he going to be 20 points, 30 points? No, he's not that type of guy, if you ask me. Now, this offense, could they boom to that? Yes, this is Andy Reid. I don't doubt Andy Reid, whatever he can do. If Juju might catch a second win, and they might find how to manufacture him targets, and Juju might start catching about 8 times for about 80 yards. That could happen. So, to me, I just think lower your expectations with Juju, but I think this team is getting better offensively, so the targets will pick up. But is he going to be this every week? I don't think so. But this week, he was definitely a winner. Next, guys, is Paris Campbell. This is what I say. I don't know if Sam Ehlinger throws him the ball, but he had to be on this video because Paris Campbell had 12 targets. If you got 12 targets, that's something pretty in fantasy. I want that type of player on my team. So I don't know. This is wait and see with Sam Ehlinger. I don't know who. Only person that I would start on coach without doubting anything would be Jonathan Taylor. Everybody else, I don't know. All right, next, guys, is Marquise Brown from the Seattle Seahawks. With DK going out and Tyler Lockett being hampered, that showed me that Geno Smith is a good fantasy quarterback and a good quarterback in real life. He could go to another target guy that he ain't really targeted all year, and they can win the game. And that's what he did. So that was the Marquise Goodwin thing. This is the thing that you don't chase. If you just want to pick him up and stash him, don't spend a waiver, nothing on no fab, nothing. Pick him up just to have him on your team in case DK is not coming back. That's fine. Spend a couple dollars. But no waiver priority on no Marquise Goodwin. All right, guys, let's move on. Mike Williams. I hope he's okay with the ankle injury. But he was on this video because he did good. He dudded me last week, but this week he did good. And I don't like these weapons on these teams because I think Justin Herbert is hurt. So I just want to tell y'all that. Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, I'm a little bit worried because I don't know how Justin Herbert is going to respond off of these rib injury. He don't look the same. I want to see him moving in the pocket, extending plays so he can get Mike Williams open, and I don't see that like I seen last year. So I would just keep my expectation down for this whole offense other than Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler, because he got to get the ball out quick, he's going to eat. That's why he even had 12 catches the last 2 weeks. So Austin Eckler is the guy. Got 3 more guys, and then we're going to get out of here. Next is George Pickens, and I've been championing George Pickens since about 3 weeks ago. Now, I'm not – Crystal Watson was my favorite rookie wide receiver, but George Pickens is the guy, like, I see what he is and what he commanded. He's commanding a alpha 1 target share in Pittsburgh. So you might want to make sure you get George Pickens or buy low on him. Yes, take a guy that you worrying about. Like, would I take DJ Moore and get George Pickens? Yes, I would. I would do that, guys. Would I take Cortland Sutton and get George Pickens? Yes, I would. But anyway, this video is not about trade targets. This video is about guys that are winners and losers. And George Pickens was a winner. So I got to let y'all know, listen, man, go pick this guy up. He should not be on your waiver wire, no form of fashion. All right, next is Terry McLaurin. All I can say about this, if Taylor Heineke is playing for the Washington Commanders, you got to roll Terry out there. If they get Carson Wentz back in the game, Terry goes down to a flex play and lower your expectations. But when Heineke in there, he's a wide receiver too. I said what I said. If Heineke's in there, he's a wide receiver too, because Heineke going to run around and try to look to throw it to Terry. And I don't think that's bad. Carson Wentz, I think he can have a lot of stats, but is he going to win the game? I don't know. But Heineke can win games. He about beat Tom Brady in the playoff game. I mean, with the mobile ability, it always opens the door for quarterbacks to win games when you mobile. And then you got a decent arm. It's decent. It ain't nothing fancy, but it's decent. It's decent enough to hyper-target Terry McLaurin. So Terry McLaurin loans Tyler Heineke out there. You play Terry McLaurin. Last but not least is DJ Moore. I like DJ Moore more than I like Cortland Sutton, more than I like Robert Woods, more than I like Hunter Renfrow, more than I even like CeeDee Lamb, guys, and I said it. As in right now, I like him more than CeeDee Lamb because I know DJ Moore is going to get all the targets. But Dak Prescott's going to throw to the open guy. He can win games multiple ways. So he don't have to hyper-target CeeDee. Where the Carolina Panthers, even if you don't win the game, you got to at least see what you got in DJ Moore. So I feel like DJ Moore is going to command alpha. He might lead the league in targets for this last couple of weeks with P.J. Walker being the quarterback. So, guys, I'm not going to hold you up in this video. Guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting-edge content. Also, guys, go sign up for my OnlyFans like I told you earlier in the video. There, guys, nothing weird going on. It's just another platform like Patreon. And there, I can help you. I can do personal videos for you, rate your team, whatever you need from TD, I got you guys. And that's why I went to OnlyFans, because it's a great platform for me just to help you out and be very personal with y'all, because I'm a person where I take this YouTube thing, I take it serious. And sometimes on YouTube I can't get to your question the way I want to, because I have to get to the volume. There's a lot of people answering questions. But on OnlyFans, hey, I got all the day and the time for you. Whatever you want to ask me. So guys, make sure you sign up. And guys, y'all be safe.